Hello everyone, and welcome to video 4 of the Forcepoint Spotlight On series revolving around generative AI. In this video, we'll be focusing on managing specific content. To begin about managing content, we commonly have an understanding of unstructured data and intellectual property. It's everywhere. It's on endpoints, network file shares, cloud repositories. It's really hard to understand how much data is really out there. So how do we begin protecting that? We use a technique called index document matching or file fingerprinting, which allows us to scan those specific repositories and hash those files or sequences of sentence of important words within that file to then protect it from exfiltration. So if someone takes a single sentence out of any of those documents and then tries to possibly exfiltrate them, we'll go ahead and either coach, encrypt, or block that transaction from happening. Secondly, our structured data, or database tables, customer records that are unique to individuals. Maybe it's my social security number, my first and last name, my address, my email, my phone number. Those are things that commonly can include false positives, but at least with the tables, you can identify that it is unique and distinctly Jason, right? That we're talking about protecting. And that is using database fingerprinting, or commonly known as exact data matching. Still scanning those tables, but looking at those specific attributes. And lastly, which is more advanced for DLP, is machine learning techniques. And that's going to resolve the answer around source code, right? Source code is very organic in nature. And it's a little different because technicians and developers are going to use common objects, but they need to have a way to train the data set to say, this is okay because it's commonly used code versus not so unique code. Another example could be a marketer, right? Using that template or a customer invoice, perhaps. Whenever you're interacting with customers, you commonly have a common form that is used to absorb sensitive data, and that will be my information. Well, maybe we use fingerprinting to absorb the specific information, and we use the machine learning to understand the content or context around the form, right? And that way you can lower the amount of false positives by saying, this is a common template that we use every day, and then this is actually unique and being absorbed into the business for data security or privacy purposes, right? All in all, the adoption of AI is becoming very, very large, and it really comes back down to intellectual property and privacy concerns. So by having these granular techniques available to you at your disposal, you can hone in on any use case possible, regardless of how specific the content and how vast your use cases are. Thanks for watching.